Hey, what's going on, you guys? So this is iOS Z Smartphone Repair. Today we have a Samsung Galaxy S6 Active. This phone just came out, and it couldn't be more than a few weeks ago. There's no, repair guides on the internet for this guy yet, and as far as I'm, been able to research, this hasn't been pulled apart. So we had a customer here who got his SIM card, or not his SIM card, somebody tried to put a SIM card in his phone that wasn't intended for the phone and got jammed. This phone here is a front to back assembly, so the screen has to come off before anything else can come off. So we're gonna go ahead and give this a shot. We've positioned this repair with the customer to let them know that this could potentially end badly, but he agreed to let us go ahead and try it anyway. I mean, the phone doesn't work right now as it is, so let's give it a shot. So some of the first things we're going to need in this repair are, we have the phone itself. We're going to use some just some standard repair tools just to pry it with. We're going to need something to hang on to the screen with, and we're gonna need some heat. So we have our handy heat gun here. This is one of those repairs that I would say would require a little bit of skill to get done. I wouldn't recommend doing this unless you have experience with repairing phones, because this is potentially, this is a process to get done. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that we want to do, obviously, is we're going to, prep this phone. So we're going to take off anything that can potentially get burned, and we're going to start heating this guy up. So let's go ahead and start that up. So I have a couple heat settings here. Going to set this guy all the way hot. Gonna heat it nice and slow so that we don't burn anything. You gotta be real careful when you're taking off these things, guys, because they weren't designed to come apart. So I wouldn't recommend taking them apart unless you really don't have another option. No other option means you don't have insurance. You just bought this phone flat out, it's damaged, and you really don't have anywhere to go with it. So alright, crank up the heat here. Basically, we just keep going until we smell it. Alright, I smell it. So now that we have that part done, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try and squeeze under this screen here. Shut up.
Power off. Power off. Alert, power off. The device will power off. Cancel, power off.
Always make sure, guys, to turn off the phone. Don't be like me and forget.
Alert, power off. The device, power off.
Because when you forget, shit gets broken. I really don't know where this is connected at as far as, how it's put together. Alright, you know what? We'll just leave it on, and if it keeps turning on, we'll just put our static.
Samsung setup wizard. Alert, power off. Please stop. Power off. Samsung setup wizard. Power off.
So now we're going to apply a little bit more heat. so I could hear it underneath. Okay, good sign. So that adhesive is coming off, guys. So we can see here we've got a little bit of separation. We're gonna keep heating though. We're not gonna, we're not gonna let this just go. Cool, and then it looks like we have some kind of, I can't really tell what it is. As far as, connection. So, we'll grab some tweezers here. By the way, if you guys are wondering where we get all of our tools, we typically buy all of our tools from iFixit, ifixit.com. They're a really good website. So it looks like this was just a little clip that we were able to pull off. It was just covering that port here. And then we can go ahead and disconnect this ribbon cable. And that is the LCD and digitizer. I'm hoping it didn't get damaged when we took it off. It could have. They're not designed to come off. But now we can actually get into the actual phone itself. So that's what we're going to do right now. For this, it looks like it's just a standard Phillips screwdriver. So I'm just going to use the PH000 screwdriver. If you have the iFixit toolkit, that would be the kit to get. So I'm just going to start unscrewing stuff. So be careful when you're taking this middle one off here. It looks like it comes with a little connector, or not connector, but cover. So you might want to keep that together so you know what goes where. Sometimes the screw will not come out, so we will force it out. The noise is not anything to worry about, guys. It's just this tweezers slipping. So it looks like it's coming out. There we go. So it looks like we have everything off. So now, going to go ahead and figure out how I'm going to get this plate off. This plate looks like it's basically an inside plate. It doesn't look like the housing itself comes out. So I'm going to go ahead and disconnect this little cable here as best I can. And then I'm going to try to work my way around this here to see if possibly we can get in there. So it looks like I'm just going to work my way around here. Just like that. There's a series of little brackets that you can kind of feel around for and disconnect. They're there, you just got to find them. Just like that. And guys, I apologize if I'm going out of frame. It's just sometimes I like to get real close with what I'm working on, so I accidentally pull it out, but I'll definitely try to keep it in frame as much as possible. Cool, guys. And then there is this frame. It looks like the battery is actually enclosed inside of this mid frame. So just be careful not to pry too much underneath it because you might puncture this battery. But that's good. And now we can kind of see there's a SIM card wedged in here that's not supposed to be there. So there's a few different ways we can go about this. And I'm thinking about going with the easiest and just kind of wedging this out. So thinking about getting this. Cool, and there is the evil SIM card that was stuck. So now we have the customer's SIM tray here that was intended for this device. So we're just gonna see if it fits. So it looks like it does for the most part. It looks kind of damaged in there though. I can't really tell, but we got it out, and it's not like that can be, you know, easily replaced regardless. So now we're gonna go ahead and put this guy back together for this customer. So I'm gonna go ahead and place this mid frame back into the device. Make sure you snap it in real, you know, nice and tight like it was when you took it out. So that's good. So we're back in place. Ooh, I like the fast forwards, guys. Make sure before you put this back on, you snap it back in place. Awesome. Awesome. And now we will actually put this display back into place. So you can see that connector, you can see this connector here. Go, got that into place. And then you have this little bracket here. Don't forget to put this back on top. There we go. And then just so we're sure that this guy powers on, going to turn on the active to make sure it's good. And it appears to be that it is good. So we are actually going to press this display back down. We're going to power off the device again.
Power off. Samsung setup. Power off.
And then we are going to press it down firmly to make sure it is all good to go, to get it back together. And then we're going to move some stuff out of the way. We're going to get some heat back on it. And again, until we can smell it. That's just our instinct. I wouldn't recommend doing it. Cool. Be really careful when you're handling the phone, guys, after it's heated. Whenever you heat a phone, the glass becomes really, really easy to crack. So make sure you don't put too much uneven pressure across any part of the display whenever you're doing that, as these phones were not designed to come apart, and we are disturbing the forces by just taking them apart. So just make sure and go down the sides where the adhesive is, Make sure and go down the middle where there's some weaker adhesive. Cool. This has been the Samsung Galaxy S6 Active display removal. I hope this helped you guys. I couldn't find any of these on the internet, so definitely a different way to do things. Thank you for watching, guys. Please comment, rate, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please visit us at www.iostech.com, link in the description. We also provide repairs through our shipping methods on that website, so please give us a shout. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.